Bangkok's high season is also arguably the best time of the year to visit as the weather is relatively cool and dry. However, it also means bigger crowds and inflated rates, particularly around Chinese New Year, which falls in either January or February, depending on the lunar calendar. Some of the city's biggest festivals are held in November. This includes Loi Krathong, where on the full moon of the 12th lunar month, Gra Tong, boats made of a section of banana trunk, are floated on the Chao Phraya River, and Wat Saket Fair, which turns the temple into a colorful affair of flowers, incense, bells and saffron cloth. Shoulder season. March to June. Best time to visit Bangkok's floating markets, with March to May attracting the lowest tourist numbers of the year and the ever so slightly cheaper room prices. The shoulder season covers Bangkok's hottest, driest months. The heat and sunshine can make for some slow-going sightseeing, so don't expect to be rapidly ticking off everything on your bucket list. April is the height of Bangkok's hot season and is usually when Thai New Year falls. This is also when Songkran is held, the citywide water fight that has its origins in a religious practice of bathing Buddha images. If you rise early enough to beat the most oppressive heat, the shoulder season is the best time for visiting Bangkok's floating markets because the water levels are lower and the boats are far less slippery. Low season. July to October. Best time for budget travelers. This is the rainy season in Bangkok, so expect vast downfalls, flash floods, high humidity, and a slight reduction in hotel prices. With fewer tourists in July and August, some places may close to get out the paintbrushes, so always check ahead with restaurants, bars and sites where possible. Visitor numbers will start to rise again in September and October when the fated vegetarian festival begins. Taking place during the first 9 days of the 9th lunar month, this Chinese Buddhist event sees street-side vendors serving meatless meals to help cleanse the body. Most of the action takes place in Chinatown. Look for yellow banners and white clothes. Month-by-month breakdown. Here's a monthly guide to what you can expect through the year in Bangkok. All events are subject to change. January. The weather is still relatively cool in Bangkok. If you're okay with relatively high tourist numbers, January is one of the most pleasant months to visit the capital. Key events. Chinese New Year. February. With relatively comfortable, although increasingly warm, temperatures and likewise few tourists, plus a unique religious holiday, February is a great time to visit Thailand's capital. Key events. Kite flying season, Maka Buka, Wai Kru Mui Thai ceremony. March. The temperatures rise again in March and there remains very little rainfall. Sightseeing can be hard going in the direct heat, but tourist numbers and hotel prices are still quite high. Key events. Bangkok International Fashion Week. April. This is the height of Bangkok's hot season, so it should come as no surprise that the Thais have devised a festival that revolves around splashing water on each other. Key events. Songkran. May means the beginning of the rainy season in most parts of Thailand, and some of the festivals during these months have origins in this significant occasion. Key events. Royal Ploughing Ceremony, Visakha Buka. June. The monsoons pour down on Bangkok, and tourism-related activities usually come down to a trickle during the wet month. Key events. Bangkok Pride. July. Thailand's rainy season is well underway during this time. The most significant event of the season is a Buddhist holiday ushering in the rains. Key events. Asana Buka and Khao Phansa. August. This is perhaps the leanest of months on Bangkok's tourism calendar. Some establishments use the downtime to renovate and reinvent themselves for the imminent high season. Key events. The Queen Mother's birthday. September is the wettest month in and around Bangkok, and tourist numbers are still quite low. Foodies are advised to coordinate their visit with the annual vegetarian festival. Key events. International Festival of Dance and Music, Thailand International Swan Boat Races, Vegetarian Festival. October festivals are few on the ground in October. It's the tail end of the rainy season, and a great time to visit if you want the city to yourself before the tourists arrive. Key events. Bangkok Biennale. November. The rains, mostly, stopped, the weather's relatively cool, the crowds have started arriving and the festivals are plentiful. November is one of the best months to visit Bangkok. Key events. Loi Krathong, Wat Saket Fair. December. The coolest month of the year sees a handful of outdoor festivals and events. Tourist numbers are at their peak, but this is arguably the pleasantest month to visit Bangkok. Key events. Concert in the park, King's Bhumibol's birthday and Father's Day, Phra Nakhon Si Ayutthaya World Heritage Fair.